Hey, so I just wanted to tell you what happened tonight. So it's just past October 1st. So I was working. Um, I work at Eventide Fenway. I don't care if people dox me or whatever, but I just wanted to tell you about what happened after I left work and where this happened. But I'm a server, and it was a slow Saturday night. So we were cleaning in the last hour and a half. There weren't many tables. There were no tables at all in the last hour. So we were just cleaning, getting everything tidied up. And then, the restaurant closes at 11 on Saturday. It was just a really slow Saturday. But right at 11, then we put all the chairs up on the tables. We locked the doors. We did all the odds and ends that we waited until closing to do. But we were out there in like 10 minutes. So at 11:09 I just clocked out, and I was just finishing my soda. I was just hanging out at the restaurant. um, the few of us who were there, we were just shooting the breeze with each other, just talking. And then at 12:05, or just a little after 12, was when I finally left the restaurant. And from Eventide Fenway, I want to go to Kenmore Station. So basically, in Boston, the subway, I need to head towards the subway so then I can go home. So basically, a little after 12, I left Eventide Fenway, and then I go down this small street, Richard B. Ross Way, and then I turn onto Van Ness, and then this is Jersey Street. This is right outside Fenway Park. This is the street with all the banners and concession stands and stuff. So this is like a very main street. And then after this, then I just go down this way, cross a bridge, and then turn right, and then I just get to Kenmore Station. So this is the path that I usually leave work in order to go home. So after I leave Eventide Fenway, I'm going down Richard B. Ross Way, and then right at Van Ness Street at Jersey Street, there's this little corner. And at this corner, there is like this booth right here, but then there's like this vacant lot that connects Van Ness and Jersey Street. So I could go around this way, just like crossing Van Ness to Jersey. But I decided on this day that I want to cut through the lot. So I was going from Van Ness to Jersey Street this way. So there's like this booth, there's like this little lot, and as like I'm crossing through, there's this man who is lurking here. He's just like on one of those little cinder block things, like not really a cinder block, but it's like made out of concrete, and it's like a rectangular thing that's like on like the streets occasionally, and like he was just like sitting there. He was waiting for someone. And so like as I am cutting through, he stands up, like he's talking to me. Hey, give me your money or I'm going to bash your skull in with this glass bottle. So like as he's approaching me, I'm backing away, and I make it a point to project loudly, and I'm just like backing away. I have no point of exit. He's like right in front of me, so I can't like go forward. And there's like this wall behind me on my left, so I can't go to the left. And there is that booth on the right, so I can't just like go to the right. So like as he is here walking towards me, and I am here just like backing away from him, I'm projecting loudly enough to try to phase him. And so I'm like, why do you want my money? Just like projecting it loudly enough. And then he's like, give me your money or I'm going to bash your skull in with this glass bottle. And then like, I'm just like, no, I'm not going to give you my money. I'm like backing away because like I don't want to approach this man. He's approaching me, and like if I take my money out, there's no promise that he won't attack me. So I'm just like backing away, and he's like, "Just give me $10." I'm like, "Are you really going? You're going to kill me over $10?" And like I'm just like backing away as he's like approaching me, and then as I'm backing away just enough, I make it past the booth. Then as soon as I am past the booth and at this corner of the street, I make a run for it. So I'm running down Van Ness, and then as soon as I get here, I start cutting across to Jersey. And then these two women in their mid 20s, probably close to my age, they're like, "Oh my God, are you okay?" And then, we're just like running. We are just like running from this lunatic who's chasing me with a glass bottle. And then we are just like still running. And then since Jersey Street is more of a main street, there are some people walking down. So then, we keep running. I'm telling them, "He's trying to bash my head in with this glass bottle. Run." And we're just like still running. And then we keep looking back to see if he's following us. Around this part of the street, he just gives up because there's more people. And they're like, "We should be safe now. There's like more people." But, just to be completely sure, we go onto Brookline Avenue, which has so many more people. Like Jersey Street, there were maybe like 5 people or something. So, there were people who could see that I was being chased by a lunatic. But on Brookline Avenue is like when you see dozens of people, and there's like Game On Bar and stuff. So there's like a bunch of people walking down this way. So we make it onto Brookline Avenue. They're like, "We are so sorry that happened to you. We saw everything going on. We thought that he knew you or something." I'm like, "No, I just got out of work. There's like this random person trying to mug me, saying that he'll bash my skull in with this glass bottle unless I give him my money." And then they just keep reassuring me. They keep affirming, "Are you okay? Is there anything that we can do for you? Are you really okay?" And then I'm just saying, "No, I think that I'm good now. We're in like a crowd of people. He stopped chasing us. Honestly, I just need to go on a little bit further down so that I can get to the train station. And honestly, I didn't want to get them roped in too much. But looking back on it, I probably should have asked them for their contact or something so that I could, have some witnesses. But honestly, they were really nice people. They kept trying to affirm that they were going to help me if I needed anything else. But at that point, I was good. We made it away from that crazy man. And, I'm just like in this crowd of people now, so I'm feeling safe. And, just I bid them a good night, and I just like continue walking, and then like, some panic or adrenaline sets in, and I just like start bolting towards Kenmore Station. So, as I get past this bridge, I just start running down Brookline Avenue, down Commonwealth Avenue, and then I make it to Kenmore Station. And then as I'm in the station is when I'm feeling very safe. I reassess what happened, and I'm looking at my train. It's like 6 minutes away. So I decide to call 911 and tell them what happened. So I called them, and then I did not get this detail correctly. Because, in that moment, I didn't really know. But like, I told them, "Hey, there's like this crazy man at Boylston, Jersey." So I told them the wrong corner. It wasn't Boylston, Jersey. It was Van Ness in Jersey. But, I was just telling them what I thought. But I told them, "Hey, I almost got mugged. Someone attempted to mug me at Boylston and Jersey Street. He's white. He is mid-30s, early 40s. He said that he would bash my skull in with a glass Coca-Cola bottle if I didn't give him the money that I had. and I told them that I'm safe now. I made it to Kenmore Station. I'm in a good place. I just wanted to tell them about it. Then, as I'm explaining to them what happened, they asked me for details again that I told them. They're like, "Oh yeah, where did this take place?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, it took place at Boylston Street and Jersey Street," which at the time I thought it was, but it was actually Van Ness and Jersey. But they were asking me where did it take place. They were asking me, "Oh, was a man white, Hispanic, Asian, black?" I was like, "No, he's like a Caucasian, mid 30s, early 40s man, bald, shirtless." Like they were asking me what kind of pants he was wearing. I told them I don't know. I didn't look down. I was just trying to get away. And then they asked me, did he have any weapons? I told them yes. He was trying to bash my skull in with a glass Coca-Cola bottle. So they were just trying to reconfirm what I told them. But I just thought that was kind of strange to ask. But I think that they just want to be very sure what I told them, or maybe I just told them so concisely and briefly in that first minute that they didn't catch all that, but they wanted the details again. So I told them exactly what happened to me. I and then when they asked me to re-clarify the details, I told them again. There were some passerbys who were very nice. They helped me out. They were just reassuring me that they would help me if I needed any help. But honestly, I think that it was pretty well in hindsight. Like me just projecting when I was backing away from him. My first thought was I wanted to phase him or just, throw him off. And this was a good opportunity for me to back away from him. Just like, not too obvious, but not like insignificant enough not to throw him off. But I was just like projecting myself enough. And I didn't think anything else at the time. But I think that when I was talking loudly to him, that caught the attention of the two women who, reassured me on the way, who comforted me just like talking. And I think that, that caught their attention. But, they were really nice. So I think that I'm good now. Like, there was just like this rando man lurking at this corner trying to mug people. So when I talked to the 911 operator, I told them exactly that. There's just like this person trying to hurt people for money. So, they asked me, "Oh, did you just want to inform us or did you want to file a police report?" And then it was at this moment that I realized, yeah, I should have asked those women for their contact information. I didn't really think too much of it, but it could have been helpful if I had their contact for witness testimony, just to tell the police, yeah, this actually happened. We saw the whole thing. He tried to rob me, and then like tried to chase us down the street. Like that could have been useful information. But yeah, I didn't think 3 steps ahead at the time. I'm just like, you know what? I'm safe now. Thank you very much. I didn't want them to linger too much. I just wanted them to be safe too. I just wanted to go home to. I just wanted to go to Kenmore Station. They were probably out and about, like they were heading down towards Brookline Avenue. So I assumed that they wanted to spend the night at Game On or some bar or something. But honestly, they were really nice people. I can't emphasize that enough. I kept thanking them as they asked me, am I actually okay? Do I need anything else? But, it was just really thoughtful and considerate of them to check up on me. But the thoughts going through my head at the time was where I don't want them to linger too much. And I kind of did want to ask for their contact, but I didn't want to be like a creep. And that was the deterrent that, oh, thank you for saving me, or thank you for checking up on me. Do you mind if I get your contact information? Like, I like when it happened to me, I was like, I kind of want to ask them for more information, but at the same time, I didn't want to come off weird to them. So, the I just ended up saying bye, thank you, and then like making it a little bit shortly after them, and then I started to speed walk. This was my method of telling them I'm okay now. Although I've already expressed it in words, I just want them to know I'm good. I don't want them to linger too long around me. So I start speed walking, and then as I'm far enough, then I start bolting for Kenmore Station. But yeah, I almost got mugged. I didn't feel as scared, probably. Now that I'm thinking about it, it was kind of scary. But I'm thinking, well, I think that I played it right, and I was just lucky enough that this was like a main street, and I'm also happy that in high school I did track, and I'm just like a fast runner. But I just start running. We're just like running down the street. Like he was slow. I think that he was like intoxicated or under some influence, but his coordination was also a little bit off. He was like wobbly. Like he was trying to run, but like he wasn't nearly as fast as we were. Or he could have seen that there were more people, so he didn't want to attract too much attention. But it was just like a really strange night. I'm happy that I'm okay. I'm very thankful for those people who saw me, and then they were like, "Oh yeah, we're just like here to offer you help, affirmation, that if you need anything, let us know." But they were just really nice. But in that span of 10 minutes, I just don't like, the thing that strikes me the most isn't that I was about to be mugged, or that he was trying to kill me or injure me heavily over like the money in my wallet. But the main takeaway that I'm still thinking is how nice those two women were when they kind of saw what happened. They asked me if I'm okay. Like, they actually helped me. Like, it was pretty nice of them. So if this circulates, and if they see this video and they're like, "Oh yeah, we remember like this person being mugged on Jersey Street, and like we saw the thing," and like if they see this video, I just want again to thank them. Like, it means a lot, and I don't think that there was as much of an impact, because like as soon as I made it to this corner, I start bolting, and then like he was too slow. He could not catch up with us. So I don't think that, I'm trying to phrase this correctly. I don't think that it would have changed much in me escaping had they not approached me. But it did mean a lot to me that they wanted to check up on me after and during the fact, and they were asking me over and over again if I was okay and if I needed anything. And that they're like, one of them said, "Oh, I'm so sorry that that happened to you. Oh my God, are you okay?" Like, it was just really meaningful to me. So yeah, I just want to thank them. So yeah, this happened. Um, yeah, so I just wanted to talk about how I was almost mugged. But yeah,